There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Messi. Michael. Yaya Toure. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Palinha. Distributed tidily. That's where it came from. That's destined for the flank. Opts for safety. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Palinha. Now it's Eto'o. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Puyol kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's a threatening ball, and he shoots! In he goes again! And he's straight offside.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
No, that's been intercepted. Michael. And it's Yaya Toure. Toure powering forward here. And he is deftly away. Pedri. Now it's Puskas. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Xavi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pedri. Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. Casillas is there to clear. Puskas, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Michael. Now Yaya Toure. Xavi. Iniesta. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Ah, he's given it away. Tries a shot! Goal! Ren! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Dembele gets into a good position. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And it's Maicon. Messi, he has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Chooses to go cross-field. And now the breakaway. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
That has ended up in no man's land. He's looking wide. Schlotterbeck. Fernandez. Oh, it's Dembele. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's found a way through. Oh, perfectly. Chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for options for movement. It's come to nothing. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Benfica go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So, into the second half.
Benfica can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Dembele. Dembele looking to receive it in space. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Pedri. And it's Pedri. Dembele in acres of space out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Benfica with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper's dealt with that. Plays it across. Great chance! Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you'll have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Passes short and sharp. Rafael Leao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's only too happy to take that back. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that is a nice touch. Pepe deals with that comfortably. Iniesta. Maicon. Messi has it in a wide position. He's rising! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Eto'o brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Stade Rennais choosing to make the first change. And the shot! Goal! Rennes! And they're back in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Takes aim and crosses. Schlotterbeck is there, and he can pick it up. Well, that pass isn't the best. A long ball by the goalkeeper.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 3, Roberto Carlos. Número
And it's
15,
Maicon.
Número 10,
Another throw-in.
Número 18, Número 21. Vão dar os seus lugares a
Hazard.
Número 2,
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Número 17.
Oh, this is a very good run.
Ibrahimovic.
Shot a goal! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Stade Rennais now in a position far more desirable. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Zanetti. And it's Zanetti. Fernandez concedes a free kick for that. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And here's Neymar. He's got away. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nicely spread. And he's quick to it. And Shevchenko! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Looking tidy in possession here. Dembele. Hazard. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's shifting through the gears here. Zanetti. Lovely bit of skill. And this is... And the shot! Ibrahimovic. Played out to the left flank. Pass somewhat off target. Zanetti. Stade Rennais clearly now in lead preservation mode. Oh, that's fabulous. Picked out brilliantly.
4 minutos de compensação.
4 added minutes on the board. Well timed, excellent interception. João Palhinha could move up a gear here. That has been cut short. Zanetti. And that is as far as it goes. Benfica perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. So what do you take away from it? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Pedri, it's a pretty loose pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cafu. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's all alone. Chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Algeria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Benfica are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he was alert to it. Now it's Cruyff, and he cuts out the supply. Looking for options for movement. And he's in on goal. And the finish! And he's stuck it away. They are purring, truly purring.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Algeria are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mateus. Cafu. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's picked it up out wide. And he whipped. Towering header! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Dembele. Puskas! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. And here's Cruyff. Now there's a fine ball. He's cut it out. Nuno Mendes.
Benfica are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cruyff. McAllister. Mateus. McAllister. And it's Cruyff.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Dembele. Now, can they get him away? And this is Dembele. Real chance! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Mateus. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's superb. Good read, needed to be. Mateus.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Owen. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's beautifully weighted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Time and again they are repelled. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, that's fabulous. Griezmann. Half-time getting close now. Pedri. Rijkaard. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Not the most accurate pass. And it's McAllister. Cruyff to McAllister. Nice sequence of passes. It's Dembele! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Dembele clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
This possibly the last play of the half. Cleared without hesitation. He's having a pop! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
And he was quick to react. Well, that pass isn't the best. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Caros espectadores, para evitarem perder de vista as vossas crianças, por favor, mantenham contacto visual ou físico com elas durante todos os momentos.
The second period is on the way.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Dembele. McAllister. Knocks it into space. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Griezmann. Knocks it out wide. He is through here. Rijkaard getting this one clear. And it's Griezmann. Showing great feet there. Distributed tidily. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away. Ibrahimovic. Well read, and the danger is averted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Great chance! And it's in! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 25.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Algeria are having a ball here. Tries to pass it through. Defending was strong and firm.
Número 8.
Cafu.
Número 17. Número 47. Número 42.
Schlotterbeck. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Rafael Leao. Where it came from, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Koundé cuts it out. Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic stood his ground strongly. Ibrahimovic. Lovely bit of skill. Rijkaard was in no mood for any of that. That has not gone well. Rodri, the man synonymous with solidity. He's having a hit!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising position, and he's had it nicked away. And this is Owen. Can he get on the end of this? Griezmann with the cross. Raya claims it, safe hands. Shifted it to the flank. Cafu.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
And the counter is on. Oh, super find. Can he finish? And that's in. That is how you do it. A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he is...
Oh, what has happened here? Costa Curta. Rijkaard. Musiala. And it's Musiala. Oh, it's come loose. He's picked his way through. Griezmann. Cruyff. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Into the last 5 minutes. Dembele gets into a good position. Griezmann. Looking to play him, and the shot! It's a goal! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. At least that has given their people something to smile about. And it's Musiala. Lovely pass, but Rafael Leao! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de
Ibrahimovic going after that. Dembele into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. That is ended up in no man's land. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And the referee brings it to a close. Benfica cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. These high, steep stands at Signal Iduna Park really do create an intimidating environment for every visiting side. So straight into the action.
Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do you expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces and delivers precision balls. And he does it pretty much better than anyone else. Class.
Forced to go back. Stood up well to him there. Picked out brilliantly. He won't be happy with that one. Looks a good ball through. Oh, what has happened here? He's given it away. It's a threatening ball. Chance, surely! Has another go! Goal! Benfica! Rafael Leao duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Number 10.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cruyff. That has been cut short. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Aimed beyond the defence. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Maldini. Edmilson. And the through ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. Iniesta. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, good effort! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Rafael Leao. Now it's Musiala. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Great chance! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Puskás really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Musiala. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, easy pickings there. Thuram. De Jong. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Messi with a definite foul there. Messi has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Rafael Leao. Roberto Carlos. That is ended up in no man's land. De Jong. And it's Veron. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. And the shot! It's in! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
No way through. Baresi is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. De Jong. Foden. That's rather hopeful. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Benfica with the corner, they're first. try from distance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a pretty loose pass. Edmilson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Cruyff. He has found the way through. And it's hoisted clear. And they're quick to get it back. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he's picked out the run. And that is expertly dealt with. Not the most convincing of passes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Puskas. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, and he's asking too much with that.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Maldini. De Jong. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. And that signals the end of the first period. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Benfica are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. The second period is on the way. Foden, who does have an assist to his name. De Jong. Iniesta. Conjures time and space where few can. Iniesta is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pedri. Rafael Leao. Baresi. Foden. Good ball, good take. Pass is just off target. Maldini. For Iniesta. Pinches it off him. That has not gone well. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Gets a good foot in there. Roberto Carlos gets it away. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. Oh, that's a key interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Maldini.
The attendance for this match was
And there's his chance to lead the counter. He can run onto that. Shapes to shoot! He's got it all! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is a...
Can he finish? Baresi. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well timed, excellent interception. Spread it left. Great vision. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Benfica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Foden. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run. And this is Pele. Pele. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Pedri. And he cuts out the supply. Iniesta, looking to be a menace in the final third. Pass somewhat off target. Maldini. And it's Pedri. Rafael Leao. That's been cut out, well played.
Benfica really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Substitution on the field, number 11, Pele. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Adriano. Substitution.
No, that's been intercepted. Knocks it into space. Look at Veron! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
That's a smartly directed ball. Oh, it's Dembele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get it through? Shoots! It's hit the upright. Goal! Benfica! And they've got their lead back. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Benfica leading now.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
2 added minutes.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's played it in low. Well, there's the clearance. And smartly reclaimed. Cruyff, spread out to the left. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's in plenty of space here. Doku gets into a good position. And the shot! Off the post! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! That's the end. Benfica have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might have been, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but...